Good morning. It's time to leave Coffs Harbour on this grey morning. Just going to get out here into the actual harbour itself and then get the main up. Catamaran Aroha is just making its exit now out of the channel, so I'm watching them. So, a few bumps and stuff going out, no doubt. But all good. So I've logged in as far as Port Macquarie, but obviously I'll make my mind up as I go further along during the day. See what the day brings. Right, I've put the main up here in the harbour, even though you can see there's quite a bit of swell coming in. But yeah, a hell of a lot better than trying to do it out there. There's the marina, Coffs Harbour. It's a bit of a bleak day, that's for sure. Hopefully it'll cheer up, but I don't think it will very much. Anyway, let's go and see what's going on out here. Alright, here we go. Let's keep away from that side a bit. There's not a lot of small waves. Aroha going past the island there, so they should be out of the wash now. Just getting it a bit here, that's for sure. The tide is in its last incoming 12th, if you like. So it's fairly slack water, but nothing pushing out against it to make it worse. So so far so good. A bit of sunshine might cheer up the proceedings, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So here we go. A lot of wash going on there. So, all good. Yeah, I should have got their mobile phone number, shouldn't I? Anyway, I could always call on the radio if need be. Slowly making our way out. And goodbye to Coffs Harbour. Thank you for your hospitality, that's what it is. And man, it's a confused sea out here. I know how it feels. And that's goodbye to Coffs Harbour. Lovely spot. Nice backdrop of those hills and everything. There you go. So, once again, you can't tell how big the waves are on video, but they're reasonably big. But a reasonable separation, so we can live with that. Motor sailing at the moment. Just got the main up because I know the wind's going to switch around in our face for the next couple of hours. So it'll just be ready mid-morning when supposedly something from the north or east will come along. So we're ready to go. So all good. A little bit of sunshine to cheer it up might be nice, but hey, I'm making my way south, so that is good. Hamburger heads. Smoky Cape. We're starting to pick up the current now, so I've moved from the sort of mid 5 knots to the mid 6 knots now, and expect a bit more as we go along. That's Hat Head in the distance. Should be well into the current by the time we get down that way. Smoky Cape getting closer. Seriously, the whole big ocean, you got to come that close? Weird, man. I guess lighthouse and ancillary buildings on Smoky Cape. So the easterly is kicked in now, so motor is off, and we're under sail. We're still hitting around about 7, sometimes up to 8 knots. Look at the colour of the blue deep water here. We're talking 95 meters, so we're sort of, quite in deep water here. Well, not yet, anyway. So I believe I'm now picking up the current more and more. As we get up to Hat Head, which you may be able to see up through there, the windy dot out basically shows that as being where it really picks up. Okay, so here is an FAD, fish aggregation device. They lay these out basically in the strongest part of the East Australia current, and you can see how it's pulling. So there is a lot of pull going along with the current that we're in at the moment, which is good news. I must be in the thick of it. It's done for fishing basically, fish aggregation device. Oh, lost it. Because of the warm current, this is where you're going to expect to find your best fishing from those fish coming down from warmer climes. And we're now at Hat Head. This is where the current should start becoming stronger again than it has been up to now. I am feeling it, that's for sure, as we saw with the FAD just before. And there's another yacht in close to the coast there, so not sure where they're going. So it's 2:20 in the afternoon. Decision made. I'm going to go into Port Macquarie, grab one of the public moorings there, and get a decent night's sleep. That water is kind of blue. Really chugging along now. Got up to 10 knots just now. We've got a company going into Port Macquarie, and that's Port Macquarie in the background. Getting closer, about 4 miles out now. Well, there we go, that's the entrance there. Right, mainsail down, and we are now working our way towards the entrance. I can see the rock walls there. Hard to distinguish it as light, really, the north from the south, but we will when we get closer. It says so in the manual. There is no manual, it's okay. It looks like somebody's paraponting in the distance here, well, parachutes off the cliffs there. Anyway, got to concentrate on going into the channel. Here we are. Alright, we're coming in now. I'm actually following the lead lights at the moment. You all know you're in Port Macquarie because of the coloured rocks. So there they are. Leaving on that side, although it's a long way around to get to that side. Okay, yeah, dirty port lights I'm afraid, so yeah, not much to see. But here we go, Port Macquarie, popular holiday spot. Not a bad town. Holiday cabins, and the very popular walk out the wall. Wave to the people. Oh, it's so difficult when nobody else is here. That means I've got to pick and choose out of the moorings. There's 4 of them. I'm going to take the furthest one out because it's just that much further from the entrance and any possible wash. But it looks pretty calm. Right, here I am, my anchorage, mooring as it were. Safely tucked away. Nice smooth water. Nice after a day out on that was quite a big chop out there, not chop, swell, quite big swell actually. Yeah, quite impressive. Well, it looks like Tornado, the yacht that I passed just before coming into Port Macquarie, decided to come in. They were heading south and then I saw that they had turned towards the coast, so here they are. Anyway, yeah, a little conclave here. Well, here we are in Port Macquarie on the mooring. Nice and yeah, timely. Time for a glass of wine, spot of dinner, early night probably. I haven't looked at tomorrow's plan yet. In my head I've got ideas of what I'd like it to be, but I've got to do the numbers. So I'm basically biting bits off as I go almost because yeah, the conditions change. I had in the back of my mind I might go further today, but as I got closer, it's just like, yeah, I don't have another overnight in me at the moment. So it's okay if you've got more than one person. Then, you know, obviously, you know, you can take turns, do watches and stuff like that to get a chance to put your head down. So anyway, that's okay. I think the weather's going to hold for a little bit, for longer. So hopefully that'll see me through basically. So I will have a look at tomorrow's plan and you'll get to find out about that tomorrow. Anyway, I was very happy with the speeds I got today. 10.6 I think was the max knots, and 6.5 was the average, and that's a pretty good average because that takes into account mucking around in port and all those things when you're not moving much at all. So you have to do some seriously high speeds for quite a long time to drag that average up. So very happy with that outcome. Really noticed it as we hit Hat Head. Well, we didn't hit it thankfully because I was miles out anyway. Really started picking up the current there. It was a surprise actually. I wasn't looking for the FAD, the fish aggregation device. They place them out in the strongest part of the current. Obviously that varies from day to day, because that's where you actually are going to find those fish that come down on the warm current, like dolphin fish and various other big game fish too. So I'm surprised there's not more people just hanging around those buoys, you know, trying their luck, but there's still plenty of them out there. Yes, it was also good to see how much wash was going past the buoy. It gives you an idea of how fast the current is actually moving. And when you consider how deep it is, it was like 80 meters or something, and all that water just moving along at that speed, it's just like, it's mind-boggling the amount of power and pressure that's going on there. So but it's a nice ride. I'll take it. So anyway, I'm going to sign off today. Happy with today's progress, and tomorrow's another day. Thank you for following along, and this is Dawn Raider.